Hey there, folks. Welcome back for another edition of strolling down the strolling down the years. Uh, I was gonna do a classic rock reference there, but I just didn't want to. Look at what we have here, folks. Look at what we have here. Straight from the mid '80s, when the craze of robots transforming into all kinds of play stuff. We had one idea that I don't know how this could have possibly gone wrong when you have toy lines that are robots turning into cars and planes and you name it, just all kinds of fun stuff. You had the folks over at Tonka, well, maybe not really Tonka, but their Japanese counterparts at Bandai. Right? Was it Bandai? Brain fart. Oh my God. Rocks. Robots turning into rocks. Yes. Rocks. Because every kid wants to play with rocks. Well, that's true. Well, that's kind of true. Kids want to play with rocks. And, I mean, if you're robots and you're trying to disguise yourself, rocks are pretty good disguises, right? Although, if you're like in the city somewhere and you're running around and you have to dash down an alley and you turn into a big rock, maybe that is a little conspicuous, right? Anyway, we've got Rocklords. Rocklords, baby, from the Gobots. The folks who brought us Gobots, who, you know, I like Gobots. I was never a Gobot hater. Maybe people throw shade at Gobots because they're little cheap, little whatever, little things, little. But come on, Gobots were pretty cool. And then they had the brilliant idea, let's make robots that turn into rocks. Yes, rocks. Um, but these things are pretty cool. I mean, seriously, check this out. You've got these rock-like textures. Um, oh, look at that telescopes. Maybe. Oh, come on. Does this twist? Is there a swivel here? No. So you got an elbow joint that just moves a little. Okay, maybe that's not the best example. Look at this guy. He's cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any weapons. Oh, and he kind of stands up. I don't have any weapons that went along with these guys. I'm too cheap to actually buy complete complete Rocklords at the moment. Bam! Look at this guy. He's hug me, hug me. There's some detail on these guys. Nicely painted, a lot of them. All the screws are painted so they match the bodies. These things are pretty cool. Oh, except for that guy, because he can't fucking stand up. Can't hold his liquor. Oh, this guy. Look at this guy. He can kind of. Oh, a lot of these are like springy for some reason. And here's a regular GoBot for comparison. Here's the old Crasher. Everyone's favorite maniacal Gobot. Here's Pathfinder. We got Gobot chicks all over the place here. And this is Crasher's is substantial. There's a lot of diecast there. She feels pretty beefy, but Pathfinder here, I've always had my reservations about about playing around here because it just seems like a lot of plastic here. Now that I try to transformer here, let's just. Oh, I can't say transform. Oh my God, can't say transform. You've got the beautiful little UFO thingy here. I got a note from eBay because I recently sold a third-party converting robot play item. eBay tells me that Hasbro had an issue with a sale I put up using the word transformer. And this is something I sold months ago. But eBay tells me, oh, straighten up, fly right, because so rocks. We got these rocks. This I painted this guy. Nugget? Is this Nugget? Or is this Nugget? I don't know their names. Yeah, I spray painted this guy because I got him. He was really scuffed up and didn't look that great. And got some glossy spray paint to put on him, but it didn't really. It's not glossy enough. Look at this little goofball. Okay, what's going on? Are these feet? Is this how we convert? Hmm. This guy doesn't really look like a rock. Ooh, look at that swivel. Holy moly. That's a nice contrast there with the gray or silver paint of the rock, and then you got that kind of purple. That's a nice swivel at the waist here. Arms really don't do anything useful, but that's cool. All right, and then you had these are my favorites right here. You get these bigger rocks, and there's some cool painting there. That texture is cool here. But then you got these bigger guys who don't turn into robots. I mean, humanoid robots. These big guys turn into some prehistoric beasties. And a lot of detail on this. Got some bones on the side. You got the big old wings, the tail, the head there, which is nice. That's a nice little, well, that's a big Gobot. Where's some Transformer comparisons? Here's a little beachcomber. Oh, look at that little beachcomber. Isn't he a little beachcomber? Let's get a little top spin action. Just because why not? Top spin and twin twist. And where's Optimus? Here's a good comparison. Size-wise, we got big beefy Optimus Prime there. Now it's just too much going on here. Beat it, Beachcomber. Optimus Prime. Then this guy. Let's convert this guy. Because who knows? Hasbro might be listening to this. Hey Hasbro, like, share, and subscribe. This whole rock thing. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, that's what, bro. I'm missing the horn for this guy. Gosh darn it. Read your eBay auctions carefully, folks, because you're going to miss something in there. Was there a tail? I feel like there's something. There's a tail. It looks dumb without the horn. It's just like almost there. Whoops. Yeah, Rocklords. I'll put up a picture of some of the Rocklords from some of the promotional material. The Rocklords thing makes me think of the movie Big, which I misremember this scene in Big where, if you don't know the movie Big with Tom Hanks, he's a kid who, who gets transformed into an adult, um, and then he starts he gets a job at a toy company. And there's a scene where he's in a pitch meeting, and this dude's talking about the new toy they're coming out with, which is buildings that turn into robots. And Josh, his name is Josh, right? Josh is playing with one of these buildings, and it's falling apart because it's like a pre-production model and whatnot. And he's like, I don't get it. And the adults are mesmerized. What do you mean you don't? What do you get it? He's like, well, what do you? It's a building that turns into a robot. And he pitches like robots that turn into insects. And I had always thought, well, always, I don't know about always. I had remembered it being like where he or somebody else says, let's make like insects that turn into robots. Okay? Not robots that turn into things, but thing turns into robots. Which always kind of made sense to me because it's like, this corporate speak marketing BS where we're trying to be unique, right? So we'll just flip things around and make things sound just a little bit different, and we got a big thing. But that's not actually what it was in the movie. It was just robots turning into insects instead of buildings. All right, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little spin down memory lane with some robot rocks. See ya later.